What's up everybody, it's PinoE here, and today's video is going to be a history lesson. Let's rewind back to 1986 and take a look at the history of the Air Jordan 2. There's a lot of interesting facts around this shoe, some you may or may not already know, so let's waste no time and let's get into it. Lego! So let's start with some basic facts about the model that I'm sure most of you already know. The shoe was originally designed by Peter Moore and Bruce Kilgore, and they were the same two who designed the Air Jordan 1, and this would be the last Jordan they worked on. They originally released back in 1986, and they broke a lot of firsts. It was the first Nike shoe to be made in Italy, and it was the first Nike shoe to not have the swoosh anywhere on the shoe. The Air Jordan 2 only released in two colorways, in a high and low. The first pair to drop was in November of 1986, and it was the Air Jordan 2 White Red, and retail was set at $100, which would be equivalent to about $195 of today's dollars. In 1987, we got three more pairs from Nike, which were the white black colorway and the two pairs of lows. This would also be the only Jordan shoe that did not have an OG model based on a primary black colorway. It wasn't until 1994 that this shoe would retro again, and for the first retro, Nike brought back the white-black colorway in a high and a low for $100. Now, 1994 was interesting. Jordan had retired and he was no longer playing in the NBA, and this shoe completely tanked in sales. It wasn't long before they hit discount racks and were available for $20. So when making retros, the original molds are very important as they're used to make a new mold for the current production run. Well, between 1994 and 2004, the original molds for the Air Jordan 2 were gone, and it's believed they were stolen. Somehow, Nike recovered one of the original molds, and the retros continued. Now, the graphic on screen is just my recreation of the event. I told you this shoe had many firsts, and this is going to be another one of them. In 94, a young kid by the name of Carmelo Anthony received his own Air Jordan 2 PE, and it was in a Denver Nugget colorway, which was later released to the public. This would be the first time ever that Nike would release a PE. And another first for the Air Jordan 2 came in 2007 when the 2 became the first Jordan to receive the Dornbecker treatment. Move 1 year later and we're in 2008, and my homie Eminem is releasing a book, and alongside that 313 pairs of this Eminem 2. Why 313? Because that's the Detroit area code, and this shoe quickly became a must-have for collectors and the most expensive pair of 2s you could buy. Along the way, Nike and Jordan Brand would drop some renditions of the 2 which are sought after. 2010 brought us the Bin 2s, which are now reselling for prices starting around $2,000 a pair. 2014 we got the Blue Just Dawns, which are reselling for around $1,200 and up, and just this year we got the Just Dawn Beach, which sold for $650 retail with a Dawn C hat, and resale is around $1,000. So getting to the end of the video here, my opinion on this shoe is that it's underappreciated, and I'm one of the people who don't give it the credit it deserves, I'll admit that. I'm not hype-beasting here, but I feel like the shoe looks so much better when it has a premium finish and premium materials. It's as if it's meant to be more of a designer shoe than a basketball shoe. But that's just my thoughts. I want to know what you all think. Alright everyone, well that does it for today's video. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you have something to say, leave it in the comments below. And